To say that Yoshi is a superior version of Kirby is asinine to me.
Asinine.
Asinine. If you like smoke and mirrors, if you like cool little graphics, if you like seeing an egg here and there, like, yeah, sure, you might like Yoshi better. But if you like utility, you don't.
Okay, so this is gonna be fire. Yoshi, I definitely use the least. I don't enjoy playing as him.
It's terrible.
It's because he sucks and he's terrible. But the character of Yoshi, I absolutely love.
Yeah, for sure.
Young Junk!
Listen, you jerk. Bring up. Know what that means?
Listen, you jerk. To the guy out there that said Yoshi is an ultimate form of Kirby, you are a jerk.
Hey, welcome to Listen You Jerk, where we're breaking down all the Smash Brothers characters. And today we are talking about Yoshi. Yoshi. And someone had some words to say to you.
To say that Yoshi is a superior version of Kirby is asinine to me.
Asinine.
If you like smoke and mirrors, if you like cool little graphics, if you like seeing an egg here and there, like, yeah, sure, you might like Yoshi better. But if you like utility, you don't.
Okay, so this is gonna be fire. Yoshi, I definitely use the least. I don't enjoy playing as him.
It's terrible.
It's because he sucks and he's terrible. But the character of Yoshi, I absolutely love.
Yeah, for sure.
So who is Yoshi?
Yoshi, I think, was one of those, to quote Bob Ross, happy little accidents. I think he was supposed to be like kind of like I think that he was intended originally to be a one-off kind of Mario's little side piece character, and he ended up being a fan favorite.
Mario's side piece.
Not like that. But
Daisy was Mario's side piece.
Daisy is Mario's side piece.
Yeah, poor Luigi.
Right.
But yeah, so Yoshi, look them up. There's some really cool original Yoshi designs, but he was supposed to be a new utility for, it was just supposed to be a new utility for Mario to use, like a new power-up, essentially.
Right.
He was introduced in Super Mario World, and did you know that his name is not Yoshi?
I did not know.
Everyone on the internet's going to be screaming about this because a lot of people know this, but his original name is not Yoshi, and when you go to Yoshi's house, you can, in Super Mario World, it's one of the first accessible places that you can go to. You can either go left or you can go right, or you can go into this little house. In that house, on the roof, interestingly enough, are different birds that are all the different colors of Yoshis you can get in the game. But if you go to his mailbox, you can open a letter.
Right.
And the letter is signed T. Yoshisaur Munchakoopas.
T. Yoshisaur Munchakoopas.
Yes. So he is actually a Yoshisaurus.
Right.
He goes by the name Yoshi, and the T stands for Theropoda.
Theropoda.
So his real name, the green Yoshi, like your OG, because there's many Yoshis, but this is the green one.
Right.
Is Theropoda Yoshisaur Munchakoopas. And I really like his last name because his name is Mr. Munchakoopas.
Yeah, he's trying to eat some Koopas.
He does. He munches them up.
Yeah.
Munches them. Now, some people argue that he is a Koopa because he's a dinosaur. Not a turtle, but a dinosaur.
Right.
So there's always like debate over that. But Yoshi was designed to be a new way of traversing areas with Mario. So you had the way Mario moves. Now you have the way Yoshi moves. They're kind of complementary. And I think what most of us remember about Yoshi is that you can kill him in order to advance Mario with a super high jump.
Right.
And all of us have had that moment right before the end of the stage where he could come with you and you're like, nah, bro. One, you have to kill him.
Right.
So in Super Mario World, there's it's either a star world or a way to get into a star world. Like it's a secret entrance. You have to hover using the cape on a Yoshi, go underneath the whatever that gate was called, turnstile or something like that. And then you have to kill Yoshi to spring up on the other side of it to go to the real secret ending. And there are so many great like web comics and things about this where like Mario's got his hat down like this, like, I'm sorry, friend. And Yoshi's looking up like... Other cool thing about Yoshi in Super Mario World is I don't want it to just be that, oh, you can kill him if you want, is his ability to use that long tongue to eat various things, lay eggs, and also get different powers depending on the Koopa shell that he swallows. So you swallow the red, you get to shoot 3 big fireballs, and it goes, whoa.
Right.
You know, if you swallow yellow, the useless one, you can kind of stomp the ground and do like a ground pound.
Yeah.
And hit a bunch of things. And then if you get the blue one, this is what we always wanted, is it gives him wings and he can fly.
Right.
So Yoshi was kind of like a new way to play the game. He was an amazing addition. I think he was intended for Mario 3 and then they moved him to Mario World, but I'm not quite sure. But he's also just become much more like lovable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has spawned his own game series. Yoshi's Story had come out before Super Smash Brothers. I looked it up online, and in that story he was the lead, and he was just by himself and kind of going through and doing what Yoshis do. And this is where I think they really leaned into him being like a cute, almost babyish character.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember there's a song, the Yoshi Story theme song is the most beautiful piece of music I've ever heard because it's Yoshi singing.
Yep.
And it made its way like into other games, and they don't sing with voices. They're like, oh, that's how I serenade my dog at night. And she always goes to sleep just like that, which is great.
I don't know how you could sleep through that.
I know, because it's genius.
Yeah. Sure.
And also like fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's a great song. It is a great song, and it stuck with me today. I'm going to listen to it all day today.
It's good.
But before that, oh my God, I can't believe I left it out, where Yoshi really made his mark and definitely earned his way into Super Smash Brothers was what was called Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yoshi's Island is a classic, amazing, incredible game, and it inspired his moveset, as did Yoshi's Story, but all of the moveset as far as now he's going to have full egg control. Now we're going to change the animation entirely so that it's cartoony and childish and interesting, and we're going to make it kind of a younger person's story.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially Yoshi was like, yo, me and my boys are going to take care of this baby. And nothing's going to stop us, not even a little Bowser, who we are going to kick the shit out of with these eggs.
Right.
So they take everything that was great about Yoshi in Mario World and they just upgrade it. Now you can lick straight up. You can create a projectile weapon. You can also now, they give him the ability to transform into like different vehicles and things like that.
That's very cool.
Like he'll turn into a little car and take baby Mario wherever he needs to go. But you know, that's kind of Yoshi in a nutshell, is Mario's buddy, who really was his nanny at one point, and then became like a stallion that he had to ride, and then he developed into a fighter for the Smash Brothers series. So made sense why he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I guess he also had 3 games, 4 if you count Yoshi, 5 if you count Yoshi Cookie. So
Yoshi Cookie.
Oh my God, 6 if you count Yoshi's Safari, which is the Super Scope 6 game.
Yep.
And like it was Mario with a gun riding on top of a Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he had enough games on his own to definitely earn his way into the game.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into it. What's his moveset?
His moveset's chaotic, I'll say that much. But he's got his jump ability is pretty okay, but he's got that up B where he kind of like churns his legs and kind of like floats up in the air real
You're
quick.
talking about hop.
Yeah, well, isn't that when he comes back down with it?
Oh,
when
yeah.
he does that, yeah, that's like his slam. That's his, yeah. Because I remember it's always bring hop.
What is his B up?
He goes like he like hums and then he flies up in the air.
Oh, it's just like a jump boost.
Yeah, and then he floats up in the air, and it's like you can kind of control it, but like sort of not. So like if you like say you hit like the bottom of the level or like a ledge or like there on a DK Island is like that where you can kind of like come under the level, but
Yeah.
if you get caught under something or if
like a fish will eat you in Melee. I remember fish would eat me.
Yeah, like random something. Yeah, just something. Or even if someone has like a good like crappy projectile, like Fox's pistol or whatever, like just something simple, and you happen to hit someone when they come under that, like you're done. It's over.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot of distance, but it's not very controllable as far as I found.
Yeah, that was the big thing about Yoshi. His movesets were wild and erratic, and you kind of had to know where you were going to land and whatnot.
Right.
So, okay, that was B up. And then the B move.
He managed to keep the tongue licking as well. He kept that.
Well, that's his B move.
That's his B move.
So which this is what the comment was about, is that Yoshi's B move is he'll eat you and put you in an egg real quick.
Right, and then
but you won't absorb a power like a Kirby, and this person was arguing like that's more effective way to play.
Right, because this person likes to drop eggs off of the map. You can that was I will go so far as to say chintzy move that you could do with Yoshi was you could spit someone and then kind of just drop the egg off the map and then they'll fall.
Yeah, because they
can't break out of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, that's a cool move. But if you know what you're doing at all, you see that coming. Like you don't like it's hard. It's just as hard to get swallowed by Yoshi as it is to get inhaled by Kirby.
Yeah.
So I would say as someone even that, and I'm the one who said I don't even swallow that much. Like I don't use that power because I'd like to keep the inhale itself.
Mm-hmm.
As someone that doesn't use it very often, I still don't see how not absorbing the power and just spitting someone out like a turd is going to be better than Kirby is.
Well, it's shelled turd.
Yeah, well, yes, an encased turd. Chocolate-covered turd.
Chocolate cup. Why?
Turtle eggs.
Turtle eggs. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, gotcha.
I like that. So thank you. B down was a ground pound.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's that we've been saying this whole time. Which
you kind of like.
I know we sound ridiculous to regular people, but every Smash Brothers person knows it. It's been there since the beginning.
Right.
As has.
Yeah.
But it's a ground pound. That's what it is. Now, does he get the ability to throw eggs?
He definitely
isn't B. See, I think B up is the ability to throw eggs. Where he gets one, he gets his little trigger and throws it.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I didn't use him because I play Kirby. Like, why would I play with an inferior product?
But I do know that B over. I think you got in an egg and spun really, really fast, and then could launch into someone.
I remember that.
I also was an egg.
The shield being an egg was the cool part. I think maybe that's what you're thinking about. Because I remember there was a point when he had the ability to kind of toss off eggs a little bit, like if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Like as a projectile, but I don't remember being able to like throw them like that. I can't remember.
I gotta move it up. Okay, so holy crap. There's a bunch here, but I actually gotta look this one up and see. So bear with me. Hold on. Okay, here we go. B is an egg lay. Right and left B was an egg roll. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, because
yeah, nice.
Yeah, he was like
up B is an egg throw.
Okay.
Up B is an egg throw. Down B is called Yoshi bomb, and then Y and up is his float jump. Okay, so you must have been thinking of like a different move. I mean, his second jump is definitely the and goes really, really far, but then it switches. And you know why it goes far is probably because of the B up move. Because the B up move is not a traditional B up to go even further up. It's enter a targeting system.
Interesting.
I think I think your moves are weak, babe.
My moves are weak.
I think your moves are weak.
I think Yoshi's moves are weak.
I do too.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have any power. He doesn't really have any of that like smash ability. Like he's not knocking anyone off of the map.
Well, he is with just his like head. Just his head,
maybe.
Like his normal smash to the right isn't bad,
right?
But there's no like beast moves that he has,
like,
right?
Exactly. Like I'm not gonna
skill player. Would you say would be most attracted to Yoshi's like a skill?
I guess if a specific skill, like not Liam Neeson's type of specific skills.
Yeah. No, exactly the same.
No, because
Taken starring Yoshi is literally Yoshi's Island.
Fair enough. I don't know. I just he doesn't have any of that. I mean, yeah, like I said earlier, it's if you like the cool animations and you like the style, then sure, Yoshi's for you. But the utility behind Yoshi is just not there.
Yeah. So playing as Yoshi, for me, is not the most fun experience. It feels dangerous because I do not like not having two jumps when I'm off, and I don't like how floaty he can be. I think he's got a decent move set, but there's nothing in there that really wows me. So when I play as him, I'm pretty much just using the A moves. I'm not using any of his B moves at all.
Yeah.
I might put you in an egg just for fun, but I'm
Yeah,
not
but
using it as part of
Yeah,
my
It's
strategy.
not. That's almost like one of those bailout moves. Like, oh shit, like I have 120% damage right now, and I'm about to get knocked off, and like spit them out. Like, okay, cool.
You're so against this character.
Yeah, to say that to say that Kirby is a poor man's Yoshi is just atrocious. I mean, I'm gonna die on that hill.
Die on that hill.
Yeah.
Would it be Star Hill? Isn't that the first level of? Oh no,
Kirby?
Star Hill's from Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Star something. Star something is in Kirby. I love Kirby. Kirby's awesome.
I mean,
But I also love Yoshi. The thing I like that they did with Yoshi is Team Yoshi. Because Yoshi, as we know him, Green Yoshi is Mario's buddy. But there are tons of other Yoshis now, which was made popular in Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story, in which they would switch whoever the it was like a relay race. It was all the Yoshis working together to get Mario back to where he belongs. But the green one is like T.
Right.
T Munchakoopas is his buddy who was in the TV series and stuff like that. So I have an appreciation for him as a character.
Of course.
I
don't
and
get me
for the idea.
I have love for Yoshi. I love him in Mario Kart, but just not as a Smash character.
Well, in Mario Kart, I think it's just the one Yoshi. What I like that what they did in Mario Wonder now is there's multiple Yoshis that you can be of different colors. Like
you could always change when you could change like the skin of your racer when they started letting you do that. That's when you started getting all the different color Yoshis.
Yeah, but in like Super and 64, it was just the one costume, right?
Right. I don't
know.
I think you could, because with the C buttons you could change the costumes. I'm pretty sure in 64.
Maybe you could. Anyway, the moral of the story that I'm trying to make is that Yoshi is an idea. He's not just a man. You have to be more than a man. He's an idea. That's Jim Gordon from Batman.
Classic
quote there. Yeah. So I like that the reason I like the Yoshi team in the adventure mode is because that makes sense. It is multiple Yoshis as showcased in Mario World 2. As well as Yoshi's Story, in that they're a group of things, very much Yoshi, like a Yoshi-saur is very similar to a Koopa. There's multiple Koopa Troopas, and not all of them are the same. They just share that one name. But I digress. I just think it made him a cool character to play against in story mode because multiple Yoshis.
That
being very floaty that you can knock off in single hits is a lot of fun.
That was the cool part, was them being small. So that was like kind of like it's like that internet question is like, how many 7-year-olds do you think you could beat up before you get too tired? It's like that kind of level.
I don't think it's before you get too tired.
No, I
think it's would you rather fight 100 one. What is it, like a one giant 7th grader or 100 little?
I mean, that's a great question as well. But the one that I see often is how long do you think you could last against waves of like 100 7-year-olds at a time?
I like the idea of waves
and like
waves.
They come in waves.
It's just like Smash.
Then like most people's answers is like, I don't think I would lose the fight. I think I would just get tired eventually, which I get.
I want to fight waves of 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
You said 7th grader. I want younger. I think I want to be able to kick 4 children at the same time.
I'll take a window of different ages too, mix it up a little.
Why isn't this a thing?
I think it should be.
Yeah. Pay the parents.
Yeah.
Get
pay the kid
money.
Pay the kid.
Nah.
Do it for
young. They don't know what they're doing.
Do it for college football now.
No. You don't understand. These are 7-year-olds. Well, we have too many 7-year-olds, so we can go ahead and treat it just like we can put them in Yoshi costumes and do real Smash Brothers.
Perfect. I'll wear a giant glove and I'll just start smacking
Master Hand.
Yeah.
Well, what I do like is they bring it back to like if you play as Mario versus the Yoshi team and you do his spinning throw, you can knock them off with the spinning throw and then launch them just to show Yoshi we were never friends.
Right. Exactly.
Mario.
Right.
I'm not even friends with my own brother. I took his girl, Daisy. I'm Mario.
Just as a side.
Yeah, just as a side.
Right.
As a side dish. Side dish of Daisy.
Right.
She'll be coming up on a later episode. But importance to Smash Brothers. He was the first. I think Ness was also floaty.
Ness was very floaty.
But I think
Ness was the one. He had that long, slow, like flip. That was another one I just couldn't control Ness to save my life.
Yeah. Yoshi was interesting. I don't know how important he is to Smash Brothers, like needing to be in that original one.
I think
he had enough games to justify it, as we said earlier, but I don't know what role is he filling.
The fan favorite. He's definitely like that. Because there are people out there, obviously, that are the fan favorite is Mario. That's just what that is. But then, there's also those nonconformists, the people that are like that always like their little, I don't like him because he's like the main guy. He's like, everyone likes Mario. Like, I like Yoshi. Like that.
You know why a lot of people like Yoshi too goes back to the Super Mario Kart commercial, where they said Yoshi's go-kart really goes. They made Yoshi like the fastest accelerator.
Because it turned out it's because he's the lightest. That's why.
Which goes into his Smash Brothers.
Right.
How is he lightest? He's a friggin' dinosaur.
Yeah, but he's a baby.
And he's a magic dinosaur.
Yeah, exactly.
And really, he's not a baby. There is a baby Yoshi that exists. It's small and little, and then he eats enough Koopas and becomes full-sized. But maybe it's like, a puppy versus a 1-year-old lab.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yoshi's a dog. God.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know if he was super important to Smash Brothers. I think it was an interesting pull. I think, he's one of 3 Mario characters that's in it. And he is wildly different from Mario himself. So I kind of see it. But can't argue with the rings. The guy had enough games to get him, qualify him in.
Exactly. And like I said, I think Yoshi just became one of those staples in the Nintendo verse. So I think it's one of those things you just kind of you put Yoshi in there, like he's in Kart, he's in Mario.
And you know what? We always complained when you didn't, because he wasn't in Mario 64 unless you got all those stars and went up, but he wasn't playable.
Right.
And everybody complained about that. And then he wasn't playable in Mario Galaxy. And then what they do, they made him playable in Galaxy 2.
Right.
And brought him back. And he you know what? He does deserve to be in it because he's a protagonist of enough games,
right? And
he has enough of a following where people were excited, and he was in the original commercial of all of them beating each other up.
Exactly.
Plus, he had a tail. There you go.
He did.
Character with a tail, so you could swing him by the tail.
Right. And he pooped. He pooped on screen.
It's true. Pooped eggs.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this episode. Listen, you jerk. Next time, I believe we're going into your main, the man, the myth, the legend,
Kirby.
Kirby.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time.